Hi there, Dr. Sheep here. Welcome back to our TGIF Talks, episode 129. I'm your host, Dr. Sheep, joined by my co-host, Anonymous Phil. Let's roll the intro here. Well, I gotta say, those crab legs were pretty good. I wouldn't say it's my favorite meat, crab. Maybe it just didn't have as much flavor as I thought it might. But you're absolutely correct when you said it has a very different flavor than like anything else.
Yeah.
Like, it's fish, but like...
It's its own thing.
Yeah, it's its own thing. That's for sure. And honestly, I didn't think the butter really added much. I think just putting the lemon on it was good enough. The lemon really brought out the flavor, surprisingly.
Did it?
Yeah. Because, like, the first bite I had, I was like, I didn't get a big enough bite. So I took a second bite, and it was, like, bitter. And I'm like, what the hell? Took another bite, because I was like, I'll power through it, whatever. We'll just see what the next one is. And I'm like, oh, okay, that one didn't have the bitterness to it, but I'm like, I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's just like, there's not as much flavor there as I kind of wanted. And then your dad was like, put the lemon on it. And I'm like, okay. And then I was like, oh, that's much better. And your mom was like, try the butter. And I tried the butter. And I'm like, I kept doing it to see if I could taste
there's
it.
something about lemon pepper and seafood that I really like. Like, I have this lemon pepper seasoning that I put on salmon. It's really good.
Well, yeah, I've put it on chicken. Don't put it on chicken.
Oh, you put it on chicken?
It's not good. It makes it, like, sour.
Yeah. Lemon pepper seasoning and seafood. I think it goes pretty good.
And I wonder why. Maybe seafood's, like, basic, and so this, like, tries to, like... maybe seafood's more alkaline, and this tries to make it more neutral.
Maybe. Could be.
But I mean, you know, salmon isn't exactly, because salmon's a fresh and salt. I'm pretty sure they catch it all in salt, so it doesn't. There's no really real comparison we can make there. But I mean, that's what you normally put it on. Of course, salmon has its own very distinct, very different flavor from anything.
Fish, yeah.
Yeah, so kind of, you know, cod is the least flavorful fish there is. And then I would say, I'd say pollock, bullhead, catfish, they all kind of taste the same. I feel like I've had another type of fish before. I've had like one or two bites of it my dad gave me, but I couldn't remember what it was. I'd have to sit there at the menu. It was this weird looking... The fish was giant. I'd have to look at the... I'd have to look at a menu. Be like, oh yeah, that's the fish I've had. Then there's shrimp. And, you know, I still need to try lobster. Does lobster taste like crab, or have you never had lobster, or what?
I've had lobster mac and cheese.
Oh.
I've never had like just lobster on its own.
We need to buy a
It was like
lobster.
they had like this meal thing at Hy-Vee one time. It was like, it was lobster mac and cheese. It was good, really good.
You know what we should do?
I also had alligator nachos.
I've heard alligator kind of tastes like a fishy chicken.
It does have I think, if I remember right, it does have a chickeny taste.
Yeah.
But it was good. I liked it.
Or maybe it's that... No, frog tastes just like fish. But alligator, if I'm not mistaken, tastes kind of...
I'm thinking that. If I remember right, I think, yeah.
But, no, what we should do... if we ever get like we're able to like camp, but like more like we go on a stargazing trip, but we're able to like camp. You know, instead of just
Uh-huh.
going to the hotel or whatever. I say we get a lobster from the Carney store, from the Carney, or wherever we can get a lobster, and we boil a lobster.
Boil?
That's how you're supposed to eat. That's how you're supposed to eat a lobster. You boil them.
Oh, I didn't know you're supposed to boil them. I just know that you're supposed to cook them right away.
Yep.
Like you have like 30 minutes from when they die to when bad shit can happen because they have like ammonia or something in their blood or something,
Mm.
and as soon as they die, it fills into the meat, and that ammonia is what makes you sick if you don't if you it basically ruins the meat.
Damn, we'll have to just
And
buy
so,
frozen lobster then.
and so there's a special way that it has to actually be prepared. So that way that doesn't happen. Because if it's prepared incorrectly, then the ammonia can actually seep into the meat and it's ruined. You cannot get it out and you will get very sick if you eat it.
So what we're
Like
saying here,
hospitalized type sick.
so what we're saying is we're gonna have to get, we're
What
gonna
we're
have to.
saying is that is if you want to boil lobster, I am not doing it with you if it's your first time. I prefer to have a professional who actually knows what they're doing.
I think what we could do is we put the lobster, because like obviously we have to get it out to the campsite. So let's say we have an RV with us. We convert the sink into a fish tank. We transfer the lobster into the fish tank.
Well, what we did at Hy-Vee was we actually gave them this huge cardboard, styrofoam container
Mm.
that we. Uh, I forget exactly how it was done, because I only did it like once. No, I didn't do it. I rang it up. That's right. I was a cashier, and I rang it up one time. It was like this big styrofoam container, and I don't know how it was packaged in, but they had some special way of packaging it. So that way, because I mean, it doesn't have a whole lot of oxygen in the water. As soon as it uses up the oxygen, it dies.
Right.
It's a small little container. There's no filter or whatever, but it's supposed to last long enough for you to drive home and fire up the grill or however you prepare it. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
So lobster, if I'm not mistaken, is basically you don't even have to kill it. You just put it in the
No,
water.
you cook it right away.
Well,
You
no,
cook
yeah,
it
well,
right
yeah.
away.
What you do is you don't even kill it. You just put it in the water, turn it on, and then and it'll just die, and then it'll cook as long as and it'll cook and die within there, and then you can go ahead and butcher it afterwards.
Yeah, but I mean, what I'm saying though is I don't know if it sounds that easy, but I don't know if it is that easy.
Oh, well, we'd have to do some research,
And
and
what I'm
also
saying
we'd
is
have to have an
I prefer to
RV.
have a professional who knows what they're doing before I try and do it my first time.
Let's put Kyle through culinary school.
Yeah.
He likes to cook. Let's put him through culinary school.
Hmm.
Hey, Kyle, we're going to put you through 2 years of what is effectively abuse. Drain you of all your money just so you can cook us lobster.
Hmm.
That way we don't die. Nah, we could probably just buy like frozen lobster or whatever and just
Yeah.
steam it. Call it good. Just like the crab.
Or you go to a restaurant and spend $80.
Yee. Well, the
Oh,
only place you
that's
get
fine.
lobster anymore, like actual like lobster, not like mac and cheese or like lobster like fried bites or whatever, is Red
Mhm.
Lobster, and there aren't
Yeah,
any
yeah.
in Lincoln anymore, so you have to go up to Omaha or somewhere else.
Where is the nearest red? Is there one in Omaha?
Yeah. There used to be the one in Lincoln. I've been to the one in Lincoln, but it's now closed. So.
Red Lobster.
Although, well, I take that back. I wonder. Well, no, it's closed. But I don't know if that's the only place in Lincoln you can get lobster. I would suspect there's the fanciest restaurant.
There's a place called Perfect Dinner, an Asian cafe. No, well, maybe.
Well, there's a really fancy place. There's it's the fanciest thing in
Bourbon
Lincoln.
Street. There's a place called Bourbon Street.
Mm.
If you type it in, they literally have a lobster as a picture of a lobster as one of their dishes.
Okay. Well, there is also a really fancy restaurant. Like, it's the fanciest, most expensive restaurant in town. And I wouldn't be surprised if it sold lobster. I don't think it does, but it wouldn't surprise me. You know, they serve really expensive steaks. Like, your meal there, before drinks, we're talking like $500.
Yeah, there are Red Lobsters in Omaha.
Yeah. But this place here in Lincoln, they're one of our customers. I don't remember the name though. But they no, they're not one of our customers. Take that back. No, sorry. Our manager's husband works for like they have like a storefront where they sell really high quality meats and stuff. And they also have like pre-made dishes. There's also then have this fancy restaurant side that serves really freaking expensive stuff. We're talking like hundreds.
Oh yeah, so this Bourbon Street, they have a large Maine freshwater lobster tail.
Freshwater? I don't want fresh. I want salt water.
$28.
28. That yes, that's it's freshwater lobster. You don't want that. Plus, that's just the tail. No. I want salt water.
Is it that much better?
I don't know. More mercury.
I don't know. I'm asking.
It's more mercury. You take your pick. We never did figure out where that crab was from.
I didn't realize on this maps you can see the menu.
Oh yeah. I was doing it at work the other day for something.
What?
Yeah. I was doing it at work the other day for something. I spend a lot of time on Google Maps.
They have a menu tab.
Yeah. I spend a lot of time on Google Maps now. Which is why, actually.
Well, see, they have this Red Lobster. They have Maine lobster tail.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
it's $40, so I'm assuming that's saltwater.
probably, or it's a bigger tail. But so what is?
Everything's like $40.
Dude, fish is expensive. I don't know how all of Japan eats it and lives on that. It's so expensive.
Well, it's probably expensive to haul it into Nebraska.
That's true.
But I imagine some little mom and pop shop, right off the coast, it's probably next to nothing. It's probably like buying a hamburger.
I doubt that.
Maybe not that cheap, but there's a lot of
like a cheap steak.
What?
Like a cheap steak.
Yeah.
You can get a steak for $20.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very cheap steak, but I should say, you can't. Back in the day, a $20 steak was actually a pretty reasonable price. Not anymore, I wouldn't say, because inflation. But what? Crap! No, I had a whole thing. Ah, damn it! I had a good talking point I wanted to bring up. Oh God, I gotta remember what it was.
What topic?
I'm trying to remember. I was gonna bring it up, and then you interrupted about the Google. It's something to do with Google Maps, but it wasn't entirely Google Maps. I can't.
Menu, I don't know.
No. It wasn't about the menus. No. It was about me spending a bunch of time on Google Maps. Oh, okay, I got it. I remember now.